everyone, it's Kay from Crafter with Kay. How are we all doing? So I thought I'd take this opportunity to do a sort of update on this Ergo Pen, short for ergonomic, and yeah, because it's very different, and I thought I would share my thoughts with you. So for starters, of course, it's a bit weird to get used to at first, but that's because we're all used to like regular pens like this, you know, where we regularly, you know, how anyone holds and uses a pen. So of course there's a bit of a learning curve with that. I will say as a multi-placer, it's not the best because it's just tricky finding the right angle to hold and use. Now as a single placer, I think it works really well, and I'm going to try and change my camera angle so I can kind of show you like from my sort of perspective. This might take me a minute, but either way, I'll see you in a second. Okay, let's try this angle. So it's really weird. I've got the tripod essentially between my legs at roughly the right sort of height. So as a single placer, I think it works pretty well because I'm not looking over the top, I'm looking at the side. You could always try looking over the top, but I don't work like that anyway. And the way I'm holding it, let's just go back a bit so I can show you guys. So I'm kind of holding it like this. So I think the idea is you hold it like this, but I'm finding it more comfortable to kind of hold it similar to how I would a regular pen anyway. And then it kind of sits nicely on my middle finger, supported by my thumb and my, I don't know, whatever finger that's called. Let's bring you back over here and scoot forward. Whoop! Without knocking over the camera. So yeah, I reckon as a single placer this would be really good, especially for people with arthritis or something where their hands aren't straightened or find difficult to hold a regular straight pen. I think this would be a good option. Again, as a multi-placer, let me show you. So if I put some drills over here, it is doable, but it's not as comfortable to use as a multi-placer. That's my bad with the placing there. It's because I'm sitting at a slightly odd angle. But as a single placer, I think it works pretty well. Again, it also depends on the angle that you're using. So I know some people, I think the idea is to work like that. So you're like doop, 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 but then you can't really see what you're doing. So I work on the side, which is what works best for me. But I do think it's a good option for people with arthritis and stuff. Like I said, there is a learning curve. You're learning to use it because, let's just get another one. This is just a regular straight pen. And obviously, we all know how we hold and use these sort of pens. Nice and easy. Easy to flip around so that you can get to your multi-placer and stuff like that. But not everyone can hold a pen normally. So I do think there's some pros and cons. I mean, for me, this is quite a thin and small piece of equipment. I know there's different designs where they're chunkier, but with this curve, because there's a nice curve on both the underside and the top, it fits nicely in the hand. Now, will I use this as my go-to pen all the time? No. Purely because I'm definitely much more comfortable using regular pens. But I do think it's worth checking out maybe if you do have problems with your hands. Whatever that is, whether it's arthritis or whatever it is, I don't understand. I don't know. But I do think it's worth checking out. Now, there's different designs of the Ergo Pen. I've seen some people get the chunkier, I'll try and put a picture over here somewhere. And apparently that's not worked out very well for them. But that's why I think this works, because it is thin. It's very lightweight. It's not that chunky. I have small hands as well. So I have tiny hands. I have tiny, chunky hands. So, but if I can get the hang of it, I'm sure most people could. Again, I definitely recommend it as a single placer. Not necessarily as a multi-placer. I mean, you can, and I'm sure if I just only ever used this pen, I'd get the hang of the multi-placer end. But, because I am more of a multi-placer person anyway. see how I'm having to do it with sideways and stuff. It's not as versatile as a regular straight pen. But yeah, these are just my honest thoughts and feelings about the pen. So I don't know what other people's experience with them are, or if you're umming and ahhing about getting it yourself. But yeah, plus side is, you know, it is anti-roll. I can just sit there, treat it like a seesaw and just dab it. But yeah, definitely something to consider if you do have something wrong with your hands. Something wrong. That sounds horrible, doesn't it? But if you've got arthritis or, I don't know, whatever conditions there are that affect your hands, I would consider it as a possibility to help get you diamond painting again. For most people, though, I don't think they'll enjoy using it as much as a regular pen. But those are just my honest thoughts and feelings about it. Let me know what you think down below in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day. Let's see if I can do this. Embrace the love. My hands look huge. Embrace the love. I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.